The very first thing that you need to make sure that you do is own your results. Yes, YouTube notification system sucks. Yes, YouTube monetization is not what a lot of people would like it to be right now. And yes, YouTube is hard, but all of that is completely 100% out of your control. Number 2, a dream without a plan is just a dream. A dream with a date attached to it, an actual completion date, that's a goal. And every single day when you work towards a goal, that's what actually turns that dream into reality. So if you're wanting to be a full-time YouTube creator or just somebody that uploads here a lot and gets something out of the platform in return, set goals and work towards them every single day. Even if that just means today, I'm just gonna come up with a video idea. Number 3, utilize all of YouTube's discovery features. Regardless of what anybody tells you, getting views on YouTube is more than just getting your videos ranked in search. Here's what I mean. YouTube search is just one discovery system. You still have all of the other discovery systems that they have. So what you should do is, yes, you absolutely wanna tap into search because that's one of the discovery systems, but you also want to experiment sometime. Number 4, take 20 minutes and optimize your channel page. Look, when people go to your channel page, you want to give them a presentation. That's your storefront. Make it clear in your channel art what is actually happening on your YouTube channel in terms of saying, this is what I do on my YouTube channel. Add playlist sections to your channel page where you organize your content in a way on your channel page to where you're actually showing people a presentation of all the different types of content that you do. Fill out your About Me page so that you can let people know what's going on with your channel, who you are, what it is that's going on, maybe even your update schedule. Number 5, once you get through the stuff that we've talked about so far, make sure that you put all of your efforts on making clickable thumbnails using your click-through rate data that you can get inside of your YouTube analytics, and make sure that you focus all of your efforts as well on your audience retention.
Show you my 4 types of tags that I always use when uploading a video to my channel. We're going to focus all our attention on the tags here. Now, there are 4 different types of tags that I always use. The first one is the specific tag. Now, specific tags are one words that really are keywords that describe the video. Now, the second type of tag that I always use, and it's actually my favorite, is the compound tag. Now, the compound tag is multiple words that actually describe the video itself. See the title itself, but you also want to take out any conjunctions or prepositions in this. So, you know, the ofs, its, ins, ons, you just get rid of those because YouTube really doesn't look at that. Number 3 is the generic tag. Now, the generic tag are just general words that would describe the YouTube video. The 4th type of tag is misspelled keywords. So any words that you can misspell, I would do this. Now, keep in mind, I would rather spell other things right on specific tags, compound tags, and generic tags, and use my tag limit than to put some misspelled tags that hardly anybody's actually searching for. First off, don't mislead YouTube viewers. Make sure your tags are the keywords that are related to your video.
And trust me, I tested everything. I tested different combinations of keywords, video lengths, introductions, tags, and more. It took months of almost non-stop testing for me to figure things out. But in the end, I developed a formula for ranking videos that actually worked. Strategy number 1, front load your keyword. Everyone and their mom knows you should use your target keyword in your video title. But what you might not know is that YouTube puts more weight on words that appear in the beginning of your title. Strategy, boost video engagement signals. So what are engagement signals exactly? Engagement signals are things like shares, likes, comments, and subscribes. Basically, whenever someone engages with your video, it tells YouTube people are loving this video. But I've found that hyper-specific call to actions work much better. So instead of a generic leave a comment, give your viewer something specific to comment on. For example, at the end of this video, I ask my viewers which of the 2 strategies from the video they're gonna try first. Our 3rd strategy is to use the tab formula for video tags. Remember, your video tags are designed to help YouTube understand the content of your video. The tab stands for target, alternative, and broad. First, make sure that your first tag is your target keyword. Just like with your title, YouTube puts more weight on tags that appear early on. especially your first tag. So if your keyword is green smoothie recipes, you'd make your first tag green smoothie recipes. Simple. Next, create 2 to 3 tags that are alternative versions of your main keyword. Finally, include 1 or 2 broad terms as your last set of tags. These tags should describe your video's overall topic or industry. The goal of these broad tags is just to give YouTube more context about your video. Next up, we have CTR magnet thumbnails. You probably already know that click-through rate is an important YouTube ranking factor. In other words, if your video gets an above average amount of clicks in the search results, YouTube's gonna give you a rankings bump. Here's the step-by-step process. First, use non-YouTube colors in your thumbnail. Next, use big bold text in your thumbnail to write mini blog posts for your video description. From lots of testing, I've found that long descriptions help videos rank better in YouTube because longer descriptions help YouTube better understand what your video is all about. As you can see, I describe the content of the video, but I don't get into the meaty details. That way, even if someone reads the description, they still need to watch the video to see the actual content. Let's jump right into our next strategy, boost video lengths. Well, when we analyzed 1.3 million YouTube videos, we discovered that longer videos tended to outrank short videos. Bottom line, whenever it makes sense, make your videos between 8 and 15 minutes long. Strategy number 7, which is to use brackets and parentheses in your video title. And here are some examples of things that you can include in brackets or parentheses that work really well. Strategy number 8, rank in suggested video. So if you can get your video to show up next to a really popular video, you'll steal some of their views. And the best way to show up as a suggested video, use the same tags that video uses. When YouTube sees that some of your tags match the tags from a popular video, they'll understand that your video is about the same topic, which means they'll likely rank your video as a suggested video. Into our last strategy, turn donkeys into unicorns. We all have videos that do better than others. Why is that? Well, there are a lot of reasons behind this, but from analyzing millions of videos, I found that videos that do well tend to have one thing in common: lots of watch time. First, log into your YouTube analytics and click on audience retention. This report shows you how much of a video people watch and where they tend to drop off. Then search for a video you've published on your channel that's done really well. Finally, keep an eye out for audience retention peaks. Peaks are sections of your video that have above average audience retention. Then just watch that section of your video to figure out what kept people watching that part. Did you put a graphic on screen? Say something funny? Or maybe you did something simple like change the camera angle. Include the current year in your video title. Include the current year in your video title. When you include the current year in your video title, your result instantly stands out in the search results and in the suggested video sidebar, which means you'll get more clicks and views.
In this video, we're gonna be sharing 7 tips. Tip number 1, just get started. It's so important not to wait for all the answers. We're flattered that you're watching this video, but you need to upload your own videos so you can have something for people to subscribe to. And secondly, you need to learn what it takes to make compelling content that will get people to wanna be going to your channel. Tip number 2, tell people about your channel. You know, your friends, family, those are gonna be your best supporters when you're just starting out, and you need to share it with them that you're starting a YouTube channel. You know, oftentimes people have at least a couple hundred friends on their Facebook page, which would be perfect people to be your first subscribers when you're just starting out.
Tip number 3 when you're starting from scratch is really understanding that having a focused niche is a lot more powerful than having a general channel. The reality is, if you try and reach everybody, you're gonna end up reaching nobody. And so you really want to define who is your target audience.
Tip number 4, engage. This is so important to do and remember to do because it's not necessarily about the video that you upload. This is something you do after you upload your video or maybe before or during. Go to other people's videos, comment, go on social media, find the people that are interested in your type of content and vibe with them. Tip number 5, focus on the YouTube fundamentals, which reminds me of a quote from Michael Jordan himself. Focus on the fundamentals and the level of everything you do will rise. Which is a great quote from one of the greats of NBA history that applies to every industry and definitely on YouTube. So ask yourself, are you doing the basic things? Are you focusing on a good title? Are you focusing on a good thumbnail? Are you tagging your videos? Tip number 6, content. We're talking about the fundamentals. We're talking about other things you should be focused on. And don't forget about your content. One of the first things I can tell you about that when it comes to getting subscribers is add value to someone's life. Is your video making someone laugh? Is it answering a question? Is it solving a problem? What is it actually doing for someone's life? If you can answer that and make that happen in your content, you're on the right track.
Tip number 7 for when you're starting from scratch is focus on creating searchable videos. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. And so if someone types in something they're interested in, they're trying to learn about makeup or cooking or interior decorating or gaming, whatever it is, you want your videos to show up in those top search results. We call this ranking videos. And when you do that, it really can help your channel grow when there's hardly people watching or when you haven't got discovered yet.